Okay, so here we have Super Street Fighter. Again, not going to play it in 3D. I didn't own Street Fighter on the consoles prior to this, so this is my first taste of Street Fighter 4. But this controls very well. I like it. It's a good fighter. So we have arcade mode, which is just like the single player against the CPU, versus 3D versus, which is a mode that basically like kind of takes on the fighting behind the shoulder, which I think is not that great. But playing in just normal versus, like you still get a nice 3D effect, and the 3D effect is noticeable and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of depth to the match in the backgrounds. Internet match, you can play online. Challenges, it's like learning the moves, training, player data, figure collection, etc. So, I'm not super great at this, but, I don't know. Let's just get into a match maybe real quick. Down on the touch screen is, they put your four little squares here, and those are like your super moves, so your ultra combos and stuff. So for somebody who's not super great at fighters like me, who doesn't really have memorize all the ways to do the combos, it makes it a little bit easier. I'm sure some people will hate that, but also forgive me because I've never really played a Street Fighter before this, and I'm at a weird angle to show you how this looks, so it's not my best playing. Trying to hold the system still, but it's a little hard, I will admit. Okay, so again, I don't know how well this is going to show, but the graphics are pretty good for handheld. It looks really nice. So that's enough of that. So hit start, hit the home menu, and then it suspends the software so I could go and do any of this other stuff right now. But then if I'm really actually done with it, then I just hit close, and then it'll close the software. So overall, I know I've said there are some flaws, I think, in this system, and Nintendo did say that they're not going to come out with, like they did with the DS Lite, a new version of this within they said they're not going to come out with one in a new one in a year. So this is the one we get for now. I'm sure they will eventually come out with one that'll have probably some better battery life and maybe a slight redesign. I would like it if they got rid of the gloss. I mean, it looks nice at first, but then, again, collects a lot of fingerprints. But the system itself is very quality, like all of Nintendo's handhelds. And, it's just a matter of the software. The few flaws are forgivable in the system itself. It's just a matter of the software lineup right now, which should be your decision on whether you should buy it. The only games I have, the only 3DS game I bought was Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition. To me, this is really probably the only game that you should consider getting as far as the launch titles go. Another one that I've heard is actually surprisingly good is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Shadow Wars. I did not get it. I'm probably not going to, and maybe farther down the line when it's pretty cheap, but that's the other one I've heard that's actually surprisingly kind of good. But this one is the clear winner. And I did get a few DS games. I got Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Really liking this one so far. Advance Wars, Days of Ruin. Only dabbled in this one so far, but I like the Advance Wars on the Game Boy Advance, so I'm hoping I'll like this one. And a friend let me borrow Pokemon Diamond. I played this on a friend's DS for a while, a couple years back, but I don't think I ever finished it. Not my favorite Pokemon so far, but I do actually really want to try Black and White too. So I'll get around to those as well. But as you can see, these 3DS software itself all I've got is this. Face Raiders and the AR card games do add some other fun. You can do some fun stuff with those. But mostly I've been playing the DS games, and Street Fighter Online, though, is pretty smooth and pretty fun. I suck, but regardless. The software that is going to be coming out for the system, though, is going to be good. I have confidence in that. Ocarina of Time is coming out in June. At the end of this month, there's going to be a Dead or Alive game. There's going to be Star Fox 64 remake. There's going to be supposedly by the end of the year, then they're also going to get Kid Icarus Uprising, which is Pit from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, if you guys don't know, and a new Super Mario and a Mario Kart. Supposedly we're going to get all that by the end of 2011. I don't know about that. I think we'll get at least a couple of them, though. But all that should be quality software, and I'm sure there's going to be some other things that are going to be coming out that'll be worth getting to. So, I would actually say that unless you really, really want one now and you can hold on to just getting some DS games or Street Fighter, wait until the holiday season, because I think by the holiday season, or maybe even just, they might do an Ocarina of Time like bundle, which might also be worth it. And I think that's what a lot of people are waiting for to get their 3DS, is for Ocarina of Time to come out. But it is a quality system. The software is kind of lacking right now. There are a few flaws in it, but that's kind of what happens when the first iteration of any sort of hardware. The 3D effect is still awesome. The graphics are a step up from the DS. They look pretty good, especially for a handheld. And this isn't selling as fast as the DS or as fast as Nintendo was expecting, I think. But after they get some quality software out there, I think it'll be justified, and it'll definitely be worth it. So it's not early adopter. Early adoption isn't for everyone, but I don't think that in the future you could go wrong with this. The software will be good. The system is quality. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you later.